Hey guys, it's your average Joe, where I'll be taking you guys through the most common interview questions. And I'll be explaining with some examples of what managers are looking for. So, question number one, tell me about yourself. Let's stick to the 4 P's. Point, past, present, passion. Number one, keep it straight to the point. No fluff. Talk only about relevant experiences and skills that you have that applies to the job you're applying for. Use this time as a valuable place to be able to sell yourself. So do not fluff. Number two, past and present, where you can sort of combine the two points together. Make sure you have a clear idea of roles and responsibilities for the job. So then talk about what you currently do, your university projects, and your previous jobs. And from there, match it to what they are looking for. Communicate the attributes and your personality that best fits for the job. Number four is passion. I know I said not to fluff, but this is more about leaning towards selling yourself. Sell energy, sell passion, where you genuinely are excited for this hobby or that job you're applying for. Bring personality and passion so that you can energize the entire interview, especially for large companies where they go through thousands of applicants, where they hear the same robotic thing over and over again, how I am perfect for this job. Sometimes it's not a matter if you're perfect for the job, it's a matter of cultural fit. How do you fit into the team? How do you make this space better? How do you sell yourself with passion, energy that makes them want you? Show them that you are motivated to action, and I promise you, they will remember you. Hi, my name is Joseph. I currently work in a retail store where we have elderly customers that need a longer time to understand what they are looking for. I currently study at University X, where I'm working on several assignments, projects, and leading them. It can get difficult when the due dates are close together. However, I've been actively managing my time so I can provide my work and study with quality. Whenever I do have additional time, I would go rock climbing, where it allows me just to de-stress and give me a chance to get to know a number of different people each time I go. Question number two, what is your biggest weakness? Now, do not ever say what you are bad at. And managers purposely ask you this to make you be in shock, to stumble, and see how well you'll be able to formulate an answer to this question, because no one ever really wants to hear what you're really bad at. So what do? I'll give you 2 parts to answering this question. Part 1 is highlight your problem. Do not highlight a problem that is crucial to the role. I am terrible at managing so many things at the same time. I don't like people. I really crack under pressure and curl into a ball. I am a perfectionist. I do not have any weaknesses. Can't think of any. Those are one of the worst answers that you can give in the interview. So I have listed a couple of possible answers that you can put out for yourself. And if you want to pause the screen, I'm going to put it right here. Please do so now. So you've got the problem. Let's talk about part 2 of your response, which is the solution. How are you working on this problem? Provide examples of where you have experienced this issue. And what did you learn? Here's my sample answer for one of the examples I did for part A. The problem being, I always bite more than I can chew. I always want to perform and achieve, however, it can become a lot, especially if deadlines are drawing closer together and there seems to be never enough time. Solution. I have learned to slow down by truly understanding what needs to be done in each task. I have started to practice scheduling my time on a calendar and putting in reminders when it is a few days before it is due. Scenario. I had a number of projects that was happening for work where it was high priority and a lot of people needed answers around results, and each of them were close to the deadline. I stopped and asked more questions to each task around the true value behind the work and understand impacts of delays. I slowly understood that all pieces of work can be very important, but what can be deprioritized and what is truly needed today. Question number 3. Do you have any questions? Now, never leave this with a silence or a no. People can ask about company history of how it's created, but I find it to be very, very boring. And the manager will answer you. However, it does not have a meaningful value for your time. Well, the whole reason that you're here, it is to sell yourself. Take advantage of this time to build a relationship with the hiring manager. Ask these types of questions, and I'll be going through 3 types of questions you can ask. Number 1, relationship type questions. Where were you before this? How did you get to where you are now? Really pay close attention to what they are saying and answering to you. This helps you understand the manager in terms of the way they think and how they answer themselves surrounding where they are now. It humanizes the manager and be able to create a distance away from your generic interview being all about yourself. The second type of question you can ask is a review type of question, whether it is asking for advice for improvements from the interview you've just created, and it displays that you're open to mistakes, that you are willing and open to learning from it. Show them how clear you are in terms of paying attention to what they are saying and meaningfully improve upon those notes. The third type of question is probably the best one that I usually use, which is future-focused questions. Asking, if I was successful for this role, what is your expectation for the first 6 months? Or what challenges do you currently experience in this environment or in this team? Answer like you are directly already in the position and discuss your own perspective and solutions and have a discussion from there. Interviews aren't meant to be just one way. They're all about discussion and interaction and holding a conversation. The more you engage, the more you discuss with them, the more it feels like to them that you are already successful for the role. It plants a seed in their mind that you are the successful candidate. Now, to all the people who are struggling to get their job, or this is their first time and they're very, very nervous, I know that interviews can be nerve-wracking, that you probably have a billion thoughts, that there are so many other applicants that are much better than you. They have the X factor. But there's one thing that they don't have, and they can't steal away from you at all. It's that you have their time. No one can take that opportunity away from you. So use that time valuably and believe you are more capable than the role. Believe you are better than this job, that you are better than this company, because you need to be confident in voicing yourself. And with confidence, it takes practice. Practice that makes perfect. In this job interview, it is just practice.